So, hello, it's me, General, and this is the first of a few videos where I go into some personal details, you could say, very personal, about family, friends, and disaster. A lot of stuff happened over these past couple of months, I guess, and honestly, it's probably what spawned the channel in the first place. But that's for later. Right now, this is a warning. This might upset someone. It might make you upset or bring back memories, so tread carefully. Be safe. Curl up with a nice little fire in an animal, or a pet, or whatever you got, and relax as I tell you a story of family, friends, lo wins, loses, and a cautionary tale of family and I guess red flags, you could say. So it all started when I was younger. I want to say around 5 years, maybe longer. I was around 11, 12-ish. And, well, first, let me go into this. I'm going to say around 3 names. Haley, Talon, and Katie. The 3 names that, if you watch the channel, you probably know, because they're out in the public. That should be around about it. But anyway, that's it then. So, my dad and my mom told me and my sister that they were having a divorce. So that happened. So 2 houses, all that stuff. And my memory's a bit foggy, to be honest. A bit foggy. I don't know if it's from suppressing the memory or what, but it's been a while. So I don't remember much. I remember being upset, wondering what to do. And moving on, a little bit further. I went back to school about that, and it was kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie. I tried to hide it, and the more this went on, the more I kind of grew as a person, I guess, and kind of learned, like, how best to, like, handle certain situations. But, I did have several little breakdowns from stress. Talked to a counselor a couple of times. Said I had to be a good comedian. Did that to heart with this YouTube, didn't I? But anyway. So through this, you know, most people did step families when they get divorced. So I have a step family. I have 2 step families technically, and that's where Haley comes in. You guys probably know Haley. She appears in my channel a lot. She's my stepsister and one of my best friends. I want to say, this is where I met her, and she is one of the best people I know. She's crazy and fun, and isn't afraid to make people mad or to insult me, but I don't mind. And then, I had a couple of stepdads, but they weren't really stepdads, more mom boyfriends, until one guy came along. At first, I don't remember much about him when I first met him, but he seemed chill. He had 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl. They were annoying, to say the least. I liked one of them today. He's Joe, the oldest. But the other 2 were kind of annoying and didn't really like me much. But one good thing happened. He had a PlayStation. He got a PS4. And his name, you guys may notice, was General Lee. So that's where the name came from, if you guys were wondering. Because I started playing PS4 by talking to people a lot on that PS4. As you can probably tell if you pay closer attention, my name has slowly drifted off of the Kuros, which is because internet and stuff, which I'll get into later. But basically, internet isn't where good because half my family lives in the country. But so internet wasn't really that good, but I still managed to manage. But later, things became a bit more unhinged, but that's for later. So through this, I met a couple people. I don't know them today. I hope they're okay. But I did meet one person, and he's still my friend today. One of my best friends, Talon. He is one of my best friends And I'm pretty sure he's listening in on this because he's in a party right now as I'm saying this. You want to say something? You can unmute yourself. You want to say something, right, Twitch? Okay, go ahead, say something. Yeah, he's here. He's in the party listening to me do this because we were talking before. You can, if you want, you can mute yourself. I'm gonna go on. But he's one of my best friends. We've known each other for a couple of years. I want to say it's been a while. Thanks. So anyway, there's him. He's here. So I just remember all that I'm saying he can hear. He's probably heard this before. But it went on, and I met him, and we've been friends for a couple of years. If you go back, our voices were so squeaky. I swear. But yeah, I met him, and it was chill. We had fun. We played games. We started playing pt1. No, that was a no. It was Garden Warfare 2. That was the first game we ever played together. That's where we met. And then we moved on to pt1, which we still play on and off today, but not really stream it. But yeah, he's actually what got me into recording, because I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. I've always wanted to. But he was the one that actually put me on stream. And I didn't talk for the first video because I didn't know how that worked. But here we are. So General Genesis, which was General Gaming, which is whatever my channel name is in the future, it started from that one PlayStation account that came from my stepdad. And that is my stepdad to this day. Well, sort of. But I'll get into that later. This is definitely going to be a shorter video, and you can tell it's a different style, because there's these little puppet things that my best friend Katie made for me. I met her, it wasn't during this part. This is before something went down. But I met her during these 4 years, which were kind of hard. I met her in a live stream from a guy called Spectre Spark, which is Soulfire Productions now. I don't even know. But he's a good guy. He's friends with a guy named Wombu. He's kind of hard, he's not easier to find with his name, if you ask me, because he doesn't change it a lot. But they're good. They're chill. He actually does have a puppet like the one I'm using right now. But thanks to Katie for making these. Thank you. If you're watching this later. She's one of my best friends. She made the puppets and all that. And I met her during a pretty rough time in my life, I want to say. Because my stepdad, before we met, he was on drugs. He had got banned from several places, including Walmarts and several other stores, for stealing and being on drugs, basically. Now, I didn't notice at the time, and I only had a vague understanding of what was going on. But one day, I came home, and he wasn't there. My mom was crying, and I have a vague remembering of my papa being involved somehow, which is my mom's dad. I don't remember if he was there or not, but I remember him sort of being there. I don't remember. Like I said, these are very hazy and just hard for me to remember. But anyway, so he was there, but my stepdad wasn't, and he was my stepdad at the time. And my mom was crying, and I just got off the bus. It took me a second, but I put two and two together and realized that he had went to jail for being on drugs before we met. And I later found out that he was still on drugs. Meth, to be more precise. If you guys don't know what that is, good. It's not a good thing. It messes with people. And this video, I wanted to make this video for a lot of reasons. I've only been able to do it now for a certain one. I want to make this video because I want this to be a one explanation. Because my YouTube has been a wreck ever since it was made. It was made during this crap, and I was doing it during this crap. But it has been a mess. No schedule, no nothing. Horrible uploads, basically nothing but streams. But I plan on changing that somehow. I've already worked on it. There are 2 videos recently, Mortal Kombat videos. They're more edited. One's just me screaming because I got scared a bunch and I thought that'd be funny. It might have been. I don't know. I'm making this the same day those went up. But you know. Uh, yeah. But he won't. And it's also a apology for the same reasons. I want to say sorry and thank you for the around 45 right now who stayed with me during this mess. I know I didn't say much, but you guys really did help me. It was a few people who watch these videos kept me going. And thank you to all the random people who stopped by, didn't subscribe, but watched those videos. I know there's a few of you. Thank you as well if you're watching this somehow. You all really helped me a lot, including my friends. Thank you to Haley whenever she watches this. I'm probably gonna make her. Thank you, Katie, whenever you watch this, and thank you, Hav, who is currently listening to me. Thank you. You're one of the good. You guys are the good ones. It's also a warning. These next few videos are a warning, a cautionary tale, if you will, that if you have someone in your life like this, cut them out. These past couple of months have been stress-filled and a mess for me. My nerves have been shot. I'm paranoid. They basically made me the person I am today. You know, the psychopath. Mr. Joker, as I'm called. The one that can play the Joker in a movie about his life. Yes, I've been told that before. It's one of my favorite things. I love it. But that's really not a good thing. But I have tougher skin, and I got tougher skin from this, really. And I've got even tougher skin because, more recently, things have been getting harder. Until, finally, I cracked. I left. But, that's for later. Because, for now, this is more of an introduction to the saga of my family, and I don't know what to call this, to be honest. The saga of my step-family, I don't know. But, yeah, this isn't scripted either. This is more just me spitballing, telling my story. I'm a storyteller, it's what I do. I like to tell stories, make people laugh, cry. You can probably tell that from my channel. I'm a very jokester person. I like to make people laugh and smile, including myself. That's probably where half the Joker thing comes from. I'm a very jokey person, I guess. I'm not usually upbeat in my life. I am not now, but I like to make people laugh, tell jokes, mostly dumb ones, little practical pranks, stuff like that. It's fun, you know. It's okay, but things weren't. I wasn't always this way. I was younger, kinder, a better person. I am a jerk. I'll admit that. I am a jerk. I really am. I'm not that good of a person, but I've gotten better. I'm mean-spirited, vengeful, spiteful, more full words. But I'm also kind. I'm nice. I try to be at least. I'm nice to a few people. Have Haley, Katie. I'm usually nice to them. I do annoy Hav sometimes, but he takes it as a joke because it is mostly a joke. Like, if you watch that more combat, he's yelling a lot, but we're still friends. As you can tell from him, he's dropping. But, it's fun. We're good. Yeah. I know I'm a horrible person. You don't have to tell me. I know I am. I've been told through YouTube, through just random people on live chats, through people in real life, that I'm not that good of a person. I'm okay with that. Because that's who I am. I was made that way. I want to say through this experience. Through the way I am today was made by this very experience. Well, a few experiences, I guess. I have recently put my life into chapters. Around 4 so far. Starting now with the divorce. And the upbringing, I guess. The next part will be the jailbird years, and then the maybe Corona years, whatever we call it, the meth years, drug years, whatever, and then the after, because that's the story of a kid with a YouTube channel who is trying to make it in a world full of chaos, someone who has very little friends, not that good at social skills, kind of insane, and got put into a bunch of situations he had no control over, and they changed him. But that's for later, because now this video is gotten pretty long, and I need to do the rest of this editing, because this video is going to be the hardest video I've ever had to make, because reliving these things are actually killing me. But you know what? These need to be said. It needs to get out there, so people will know. If I can help one person not have to deal with this trap like I had, I'll be happy. So, next, where we left off was, I came home with my sister, and my mom was crying, and I had realized my stepdad went to jail. At the time, it was devastating, but now in the future, I realized I did not know what kind of a blessing that was. Because listen, there's always a calm before the storm, and that calm was something I took for granted. Don't take those calms for granted. Use them to prepare for those storms as best you can. Look for those storms and prepare for them. Because that storm's gonna hit you hard if you're not. It hit me hard. But that's for next time. Because that was a blessing I definitely took for granted. So, hi, I'm making this. This is added from when I first made the audio for this video. Just some things have changed, and I want to explain some things from going back and editing. When I say I'll discuss that later, it's because this is supposed to be a timeline. But most of the stuff that I'll explain later has to do with my stepdad and me officially moving out. I moved out from my mom's, where my stepdad was. Still wasn't taking no more. So I left because I couldn't take it. They might call me a quitter or a deserter or whatever. I don't care. Because no matter what they can say, I can say something. I won. And if you're watching this, my stepdad or my mom or anyone over there, if you're watching this, I won. I did. We were going to go to court, and you gave up before you even went, because you knew I would have won. We came to a decision multiple times, which you backed out of, because you knew I would win. And in the end, guess who's still here? Guess who still won? It's me. I finally am free. After months, I've done it. I couldn't be happier. So that's where I am today, as a little extra bonus.